checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe.
Did you say boom?
I did say boom. I like those Costco guys.
I'm sure.
I know nothing about them. But let me tell you something.
Why do you like them?
That Big Boom AJ can cut a freaking promo, dude.
Well,
he cut one of the best promos in all of AEW of late. And listen, you can say, Brian, whatever. I'm telling you this as a viewer, and I'm also telling you this because I got feedback from a whole bunch of people that actually went to Full Gear. Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall was the second hottest match on the show in terms of crowd reactions. Number one was obviously the Will Ospreay Kyle Fletcher match. That was the most over match in front of that crowd. And granted, this was not like a great crowd. Like, they weren't super in everything. Somebody estimated that, and I quote, 50% of this crowd sucked, was their reaction. But the second most over match was Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall. And it's funny because Mushroom Man 674 here says, casuals like celebrity matches. They do, okay? They do. However, that was not a great crowd at Full Gear. Like, they were dead often on that show, okay? However, if you look at what got the biggest pops all night, okay? One of them, the biggest, obviously, was Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. But, like, that match was absolutely incredible. You could take any human being with a pulse and show them that match, even if they're not a fan, and they would probably get into that match because it was so physically incredible, okay? And that was like 2019 AEW, what AEW was all about. Like, you're going to see something that is absolutely state-of-the-art. The time WWE was not state-of-the-art. And so that's what you got in 2019, 2020 is, oh my God, look at these matches. Well, that's what this was. That was number one, okay? Let's talk about the three other things that were massively over on this show. I shouldn't say massively over, but got over. The second half of the Mercedes Moné match with Chris Statlander, which got over because of frickin' great wrestling. That built to a great match, okay? The people got into a great story in the match, okay? The other one was the MJF Roderick Strong match, which got over because MJF was determined, absolutely determined, to do every trick in the book to get the crowd to hate him. And they worked a very simple heel versus babyface match. And it didn't work the whole time, but it pretty much worked, okay? The third thing was the one near fall that Orange Cassidy got in the main event with Jon Moxley. And the reason it worked was the way they built that match, which was Moxley he murdered this guy for hours on end, to the point where the fans probably started thinking, Orange is like, gotta win. And then they did the briefcase spot behind the referee's back. Moxley sold it great. Orange covered, and it was the hottest near fall of the entire show. Simple, basic, built to a moment, and it worked. And the other thing was the Costco guys match. And my point is this. Those guys might be like celebrities and everything, and that played a part into it. But if you watch that match, that was such a simple, old school heel versus babyface. The heel beat up the guy that everybody loved. He gave him hope spots that the people got into. The babyface made a perfectly good comeback. QT sold great for the guy. QT was about to win, but then the other guys that you all love hit the ring, and we had the spear, which the people went nuts for, which QT sold great, and then Big Boom ended up getting the pin. It was old school professional wrestling in the opener. Of course it got over, because they did a great job. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.